Hello everyone, welcome back to Real Life. I hope you're having a marvelous day. Today we're going up north to Fort St. John in our centennial year, 1967, for a parade and a family vacation eastward to Alberta along the Rockies. I'm a little uncertain as to the parade. It may possibly be the annual Oilman's Parade. After all, Fort St. John is home to Northeast BC's oil and gas industry that grew significantly after the end of the Second World War. It's a big part of the identity of the region and helped create jobs and wealth for all of BC. The North Pine A pool in the Fort St. John oil field is one of the oldest oil discoveries in British Columbia. Like most early oil discoveries in the province, exploration was facilitated by proximity to the Alaska Highway, which was built in the 1940s to improve access to Alaska during the Second World War. Since then, other finds of natural gas and oil have helped grow the region and provided good-paying employment. This is a big part of Fort St. John's history. I find it charming how folks decorated their cars and trucks for the event, a real sign of pride and community spirit. Nearly everyone got into the spirit of it. Heavy equipment mixed with cowboys on horseback. What great times, especially for the children participating. Many of us have fond memories of playing in the backyard back in the day. We flung ourselves fearlessly on the swing set while Dad grilled hot dogs and hamburgers on a charcoal briquette barbecue. The lovely sweet smoke wafted into the yard on a warm summer afternoon. Then we were off for a trip. Any trip when we were young was an adventure. First stop, the pulp and paper mill in Hinton, Alberta. Maybe the father was employed in the lumber industry and this was an excuse to see what the industry was doing elsewhere. Heading south, we arrive in Jasper. In 1948, Canadian artist James Simpkins created the character of Jasper the Bear to recognize the importance of environmental stewardship, and cartoons about Jasper became a regular feature in Maclean's magazine. In 1962, the character was officially adopted by Jasper National Park and a statue is erected at the town site. A sign for the Jasper Rodeo suggests it's perhaps just a few weeks or days before the annual August event. Sadly, the Jasper Rodeo is no more as of 2022. If you're interested in seeing the rodeo, episode number 474 features some remarkable color footage of the event in 1940. Jasper is well known as one of the two railway routes into the Canadian Rockies. Barely visible in frame is the CN Supercontinental with a Superdome scenic car, a stellar way to view the mountains. Petting and feeding wildlife is strongly discouraged. The Jasper Sky Tram is possibly the best way to see the area. At 2,263 meters, or 7,467 feet above sea level, with views of 6 mountain ranges including Mount Robson, the summit is awe-inspiring. The Columbia Icefield is the largest icefield in North America's Rocky Mountains. Located within the Canadian Rocky Mountains astride the Continental Divide along the border of British Columbia and Alberta, the icefield lies partly on the northwestern tip of Banff National Park and partly on the southern end of Jasper. It is about 325 square kilometers or 125 square miles in area, 100 to 365 meters or 328 to 1,198 feet in depth, and receives up to 7 meters or 280 inches of snowfall per year. Photos and footage does not do it justice. It truly deserves to be seen in person. Both the Athabasca and North Saskatchewan rivers originate in the Columbia Icefield, as do the tributary headwaters of the Columbia River. As the icefield is atop a triple continental divide, these waters flow ultimately north to the Arctic Ocean, east to Hudson Bay, and south and west to the Pacific Ocean. As an economic project during the Depression era, the Government of Canada decided to transform what was then known as the Wonder Trail into a single-track dirt road. In 1931, construction began for the Icefield's Highway, a new road that would make the famous mountain path accessible to everyone. It took 600 men and nearly 10 years to complete the project. With only one tractor per crew, most of the work was completed by hand and with teams of horses. We end this part of the trip where episode 831 begins. If you're interested in viewing it, check the interactive map guide below, where you can find the episode in the left-hand column. Ignore the 1968 date error. It is in fact 1967. As always, I hope these little trips back in time are enjoyable and bring back fond memories of days gone by. I truly enjoy sharing them with you. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Be kind, and we'll see you next time on Real Life.